What's good? What's good? It's your brother here. I'm super excited to tap in with you guys today. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I have not been conceiving my goals in terms of my videos. Okay, I have not been doing that, and I'm tuning myself in. Okay, it's been a very interesting month and a very interesting start of this season, moving over here deeper into the summer. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, just in the last 10, 15 videos, I've really been just moving through deep emotions that I've really not given myself the opportunity to experience, deal with, or open my doors for, in the sense of words. Because in the process of me like developing my crafts and my disciplines, my businesses, the knowledge, I feel like people can say what they want about how to study, but it's what takes most of my time nowadays, even though I'm always still managing my time and taking care of all of my other life activities. But this month and June, July and June have been slammers. Like, they've been slammers. And I feel like it started off like just really realizing the qualities of our soul, God, within our own self. And it's like, for example, anger. I had a very, 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 very deep encounter with anger because of some situations. And I'm going to tell y'all, I haven't felt anger to that degree before. Let it not been for my spiritual practice. Let it not been for my meditation. Let it not have been for, my genuine interest in the exploration of myself, of God, of the divine spirit. Because it's the breathing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the breathing is what I got with. If I didn't have that, you hold energy up here type of thing. And I'm telling y'all, like, it was just what it was. But at the same time, I was honored because of it, because it made me realize that we've learned how to suppress all of our really good tools because we haven't figured out how to use them. And when you know how to use them, then it's ridiculous to be dealing with bullshit because you equipped. It's difficult to be watching somebody deal with bullshit too because you strapped. you know, that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. And I'm just so grateful for the spiritual practice because you want to guide yourself in life. You don't want to do things and come back and clean them up later. You might as well clean the first time really good. But that's what I feel like, because in the process of experiencing that contraction of like focus and that contraction of being pinched in emotional energy, and then like the lines in the forehead come in, then breathing slows down a little. I know how to get there, but I don't go there. But when I have to go there, oh, it's a party over here. It's a party. But I'm excited about the party now because when I experienced this, I had the opportunity to watch myself move through it. And I use breathing. Deep breathing. And I'm wearing like this fanny pack right here. Let me show y'all. Like this right here. You could like wear it around your stomach like this. Like I do this when I'm seated, not when I'm walking around. And you'll be able to feel it holding down your diaphragm a little, which will kind of give you a mental context if you haven't yet understood diaphragmatic breathing, or however it's pronounced. Just put your hand on your stomach, but you don't need to press that much, A lot of different ways. But I like to hold it like this. If I were to be, let's say I wanted to tune in right now, that's just something I just thought of because I was doing it 2 days ago and yesterday. So I started realizing if people had a little strap to hold their abdomen area, very light, not no, like no waist trainer like them doing, not like that, something much lighter than that, and only necessarily right underneath y'all know what I'm talking about, the rib cage area. I feel like that would be a really good tool for people, and it should be a little expandable, so when you breathe, you can breathe into it just a little bit. Might got some space, but anyways, I'm tuned in. But anyways, what I was really going at is that following up later on after, I started realizing lust was an energy that I've also turned off as well, because when you're building your spiritual energy, when you're not leaking no spiritual energy, when you're not sharing your seed in all the corners of the world, then you saving it all and you putting it somewhere. So that's what I was doing. So I wasn't lusting after nothing but the spirit, because there was nothing more delicious, for real. Like I'm just looking at it back in my life right now. I didn't have this written out or anything, but I was just more or less to be experienced, to be aware, to be awakened, to find this concept called awaken, to touch it, to see it. How is it not already what it is if it's presented a certain way in society today? Well, what is presented in society today? Well, how is this presented in society? Who's presenting it? Well, how did they get this, and where they find the inspiration to present some bullshit to people about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was walking the walk, and that was my, yes, that was the delicious for me. That's what it was, because that's what it was. That's what it is to me. So that's what it is now. So I just know that I had turned that off. But then recognizing that it's a tool, how is it turned on, and what is the focus for it? What is it? Where is it used? There goes discipline now, because without the discipline, I could see that shit being a fast track into a wall that you're going to build a house with. That's what I see. That's what it looked like to me. And I say a house and not a home. See? So I find my discipline is shown to me, told to me. I feel about it. And I get these nudges. So I'm not mistaken, and I'm not trying to be either. I'm taking my really good notes and walking as best as I can, because I'm watching me. And I like to remember how I look really good. So I'm making sure I look at me before I do it. Yes, indeed. You feel me? That's all our time it is. That's all the time it is, y'all. Like that. So, like, basically, in a nutshell, I'm going to tune in with spirit before I tune in to someone or something or someplace, because not everything's for me. And I just feel like that. Because you can go to the grocery store and you can buy, let's say you can buy lavender oil. Anybody use essential oils out there? Wave your hand. What's up, family? Essential oil lavender, right? But then you can go to another place and buy essential oil lavender. The quality is not the same, because the first one you bought is watered down with jojoba oil, and the second one you got is pure essential oil lavender. You feel me? So the qualities of things, to me, now I like the qualities of things. That's what I like. I know I done sent some incense to someone, and she was like, wow. And that the only reason for that is because I done walked around. I done seen they have a whole bunch of kind of incense. Some incense over here, $1, come over here, $2, $3. I don't care how the numbers look, but let me tell y'all, the quality is not all the same in the incense. They're not. I know I was lighting this one incense, and I thought it was going to be the bomb.com because it said vanilla, and I like vanilla on stuff. I don't even know where they got vanilla, unless it's the bean, baby. I don't know, because this vanilla, I don't know. That shit smell like burnt tea. I was like, nah, brother. Sis, we not buying this. Nobody? Well, we don't even got to use the rest of this. Just right in the trash. No problem, because we done bought some good incense. I don't see why we got burned it, because we bought it. I don't want to take it back neither. I don't have the time for it. Right there in the trash. Why? Because I like the qualities of things. It wasn't an incense, y'all. It was a burning stick. The stick was making the house smell like smoke. So why I'm reflecting this is because when the qualities of lust come into play, you want to lust after the right things. That's how I see the way to word it. Because what's right? Well, you have to know that, but you have to find that out sometimes too. So that's like the teaching in and of itself. It's really the quality of understanding that our emotions are tools to be used in discipleship. Now, I didn't talk about how I use the anger because I don't want to get into all that kind of business like that. I just know that I'm not I'm never the one to hold the words back. Let's just put it that way, you know. And after I moved the energy, it was just words left. So that was cool. And I think that's how I took care of it, really. And it just kind of dissolved like it wasn't even there, and all the people that was involved dissolved, and that was there. So I'm just tuning into me and realizing, how I want to get tuned more into my videos, tune more into my family, my soul community, our tribe here at Light Power, as we are lighting up and shining out the truths of our innate potential. And our inner potential shows and reveals itself as our understandings, our experiences, our wisdoms, our desires, our feelings, our manifestations, our ideals and ideas for society and humanity. Well, maybe not society, because if we're going to be using that term, we're going to have to fucking change what it means, because we're not molding this shit into nothing else. We just going to create something else and they can come over. But anyhow, both ways it goes. I appreciate y'all tuning into this. And this video is really about how I'm tuning more into my videos, and also how I managed to discipline some very powerful emotions that, when they are not disciplined, they take people in directions that they can't return from, sort of. So basically, in the context of anger, if you were angry and you did something that wasn't honorable in the eyes of spirit, you would have to realize that through your own personal feelings, and maybe through the subject reality and in which ways the world works. So for example, if you harm someone physically, there are certain things that may happen to you as a result of that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what happens when the emotions are not managed. This is basically what I'm concluding to myself and for myself, because I'm not sugarcoating this shit and I like to get right to it. You know what I'm saying? So there might be times where somebody needs to be physically assaulted because they're physically in the act of assaulting in the present moment. So that's called defense in other terms. But without that first context of defense, it's like mismanaged emotion sometimes, because that's what it turns out to be. Now, in the other area of lust, for example, a person who don't have no control over his sexual urges, and his sexual urges have complete dominion over him, he goes about his ways certain ways that he may not be able to adjust therefore after. And people have to live with that kind of shit. And that's called children. But it's not shit. It's actually God. And if we're not honorable to understand that our seed is that valuable to be present with it, then we don't need to be planting like that. And in fact, we don't have no land, we don't need to be planting like that. Now, that's just a whole terminology and a metaphor. But then at the same time, one of my really good brothers, Mapunga Joshua, always illustrated this context about before a man has a wife, he needs to have a wife. And the first wife he has is the land, because the land that he has allows him to work the land, to stroke the land, to poke and finger the land in ways of germinating food, seeds. Huh? Yes. And then that land, that wife, those ones. What's up, y'all? Right on top of the video. But yeah, so the first they heard the land talk. They about that. There was 3 birds right there, 3 geese right there. But check it out. The first land, she produces the fruits. The fruits of produce, the production of nature, the herbs, the vegetables, the plants, the fruits. Y'all know the fruits, mangoes, papayas. Y'all know. And then she is what feeds and nourishes the second wife, which is the woman, which is the goddess, which is the queen, which is the wife. So, you can do it however you like, but you're just gonna have to live with it. And I've noticed that people live with it and then create courses on how they fucking manage it. I understand. I get it. But it's all about what you want to manage and how you want to be while you're managing. That's how I feel like. So my intention to getting with somebody is the only one, which is spirit. And that's it. Now I got everyone, got wife, got kids, happy life. And I feel like that's all the Spirit is teaching us all the time, is that you got to have me first. If you go out here trying to look for somebody, then you're going to wonder why I'm not there, goddamn. You're going to find somebody swiping left and right, and then you're going to hope and wish and pray that you could change some folks. You know what I'm saying? That's like, no, That's when the lust goes all the way to the fucking wall, hits the wall, and build a home. That's what I said. I mean, build a house. That's why I said that. Because that's what it looks like. I was there, brother. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm washing my clothes on a computer so somebody could learn something one time. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole picture. That's the whole picture. I don't want to be running off the wrong energy to run into the wall. Just to know that I can walk right through it and it don't have to stay with me. You know? And I can walk all the way to the land, promised land, flowing milk and honey, nectar and goodness and delicious, and all the doors be open. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people want it, but I know how I want it. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's a lack of anything. It's just the quality of the thing in which you want. So, and the quality is not really always about how I mentioned like a physical aspect, because the true quality is spirit. So it's not really like the quality is opposed to whether this is watered down lavender oil or this is pure lavender oil 100%. I don't know. That's not what I was really referring to. The quality, that was what I was referring to in the qualities of the physical things, but in qualities of people, interpersonal, and the qualities of the spirit, that's a different type of quality. Like, really, is like, there's a lot of questions that come that help you understand what quality that is. But what kind of questions is it? Like, what do you focus on, for example? Or what's some principles that you always pay attention to? And there's not some things that you have to always have written down. Literally how you live and what you live by. And some people just don't have nothing to live by, so they just act however they feel without deciding before they feel about how they want to decide. You know, because how you decide basically is basically where you live in. What reality are you living? What reality are you consciously choosing? So you should already have that. You know? So I know this video done already talked to y'all about a lot of things, and I like to be a lot because that's just a piece of me. So with that being said, I'm going to talk to you guys in the next video. I'm so excited right now to let you guys know that if you click the link in the description, you can download the spiritual alphabet handout right now in the link in the bio or a link in this video. And it is the 26 letters of the alphabet and how I feel we can look at them for the year 2022 and the year 2023. And I feel like there's going to be different ways for me to arrange the words because of the years. And I started catching that. So I'm like, yep, go ahead, check it out. It's free. And I'm excited to start sharing some of the things that I produce as well, because I know that life's been waiting for me. Peace and countless blessings. I thank you, the king, the queen, God being. See y'all. Peace.